Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, happy Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. Each and every person on here, I appreciate you. I really do. Listen, before I get into my hellos, because there will be hellos, I want you to know if you are watching this on the replay, go ahead and skip. There are chapters down below for each and every live so that you don't have to sit through the mess, okay? I know some of you don't want to sit through me speaking to everyone that comes into the room, but that's just my home training, okay? And we have a community over here, and I love each and every person that joins me on these lives because they could be doing something else, okay? I could be talking to myself. I could have my son on the other end, and we could be talking about Married at First Sight. So I appreciate each and every person that joins me. So again, if you are watching the replay, there are chapters down below. Child, let's get into it. All right, let me speak to y'all. Let me speak. Let me speak. Hey, Chi Chi. Hey, She Curves Words. Hey, another round. Thank you so much. Yes, please hit the like button on your way into the live so we can get into the foolishness because the real tea gonna start next week. Okay, we doing it now, but the real mess gonna start next week. Hey, Philia, or is it Fiolia? I hope I pronounced it right. Hey, Miss AKA Ren. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Bada Boon. Hey, Ro. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Penny. Hey, Carolina. Hey, Shay Bay. Hey, Makeup Addict. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Misha. I'm not feeling too good, so I'll catch the playback. Oh, I hope you feel better. You weren't feeling good last time either. You need to take care of yourself and make sure you're taking your vitamins, girl. And also get you some black seed oil, some oil of oregano, and some vitamin C. Okay. And get plenty of rest and call me in the morning. Call me in the morning, child. I hope you feel better. Hey, Alicia or Alicia. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Mary Kate. Hey, Paige. Hey, Nicole. Hey, A. Hey, Day or Die. I'm going to pronounce it both ways. Hey, Mary. Hey, Bree. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Omar. Omar, where you been? We've been looking for you over on the Patreon. Where have you been? Twin, where have you been? Honey, where you been? Hey, Renata. Hey, Sean. Hey, Minding Your Mind. Hey, Kia Simone. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Queen Day. Hey, M Town Libra. Hey, Daniela. Hey, got Kia Soul. Hey, Kira. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Belicious. Hey, DJ. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Sunshine and Flowers. Hey, Essence, PJ, Sheila, Fesser. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Akila. Hey, Allison. Hey, Yogisha. Is it Kira or Kiera? I pronounced it both ways, okay? Just to make sure I get it right. Hey, Lex. Hey, KD. Y'all know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when I used to call roll when I was in class. And I'd be like, everybody sit down, shut the hell up. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't telling them to shut the hell up. But I did say have a seat, okay? So I can call these names and see which one of y'all skipping my class. And how did I get extra kids? Because I know damn well I ain't supposed to have 42 of y'all. Where are y'all coming from? Now, I know y'all like to hang out in here, baby, but you're going to get me in trouble. Child had kids everywhere. Kids under the desk, kids behind me, kids. And I'm like, it's too many children's up and through here. Some of y'all gots to go. Okay, y'all gonna get me in trouble, child. Get me caught up. Principal walking the hallway and see all them kids in my class. Like, girl, when you get 75 students? Child, I used to be skipping and everything. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Simply Eva. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Michelle Bird. Hey, Romel. Hey, Terrendipity. Hey, Linda Cole. Hey, Gina. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Lady for Life. Hey, James. Hey, AW. Hey, Nikki. I hope you're doing well. Hey, LG. Hey, Rodney. Hey, Gold Peach. Hey, Kentrail. Hey, Yana, baby. Hey, Daniela. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Ari. Hey, Muriel. Hey, Z. Hey, Sila. Wait a minute. Slaya. Hey, Lady Libra. Hey, Deanne. Hey, Patron Davis. Hey, Golden. Hey, Joslo. Hey, Sean Allen. Hey, BP. Hey, Roller Baby. And hey, LaFim. Listen, if you are joining me for this live, welcome, welcome, welcome. I could say hello to all 273 of you, but then we will be here all night long. Okay. And it's a school night. So I just wanted to say that I appreciate each and every one of you for joining this live. Listen, y'all, we hit 44,000 subscribers, y'all. I am so close to 50,000. I can just taste it. Okay. Now, my goal before my channel disappears, okay? Before my channel self-destructs, I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers. I would love to get that 100,000 subscriber plaque. So please share these videos. Listen, if it's just somebody who sits in their cubicle and they just want to laugh and they don't even know what the hell going on these shows, say, listen to this girl. Okay, just listen to her. Tell somebody who knows somebody who gonna tell somebody, because we are so close. And I really, really, really want to achieve that goal. Now, my numbers may not reflect that I have 44,000 subscribers, but y'all still be coming strong for me, even on these lives. So I appreciate you. Share it, honey. Tell somebody who knows somebody who gonna tell somebody. We almost there. We are almost there. Child, when I saw that 44,000, I said, look at me. And y'all know what? My baby made me feel so good. He said, I'm so proud of you, mommy. That was the best thing ever. So I appreciate each and every one of you who are subscribed to the channel, and all of you that are watching in the bushes. I appreciate y'all too. Like the live on your way in and like the live on your way out. Now, child, let's get into the foolishness, okay? Child, let's get into it. We're going to get into it. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, because that Facebook, child, it's a whole bunch of people over there in them groups. See, I don't personally have Facebook. I have never had a Facebook. So, yeah, I can't share it over there because I don't have one. But if you do, please share it. Share it, share it, share it. Look at Ike's face on the thumbnail. Just miserable. Listen, let's get into it, y'all. Let's just get right into it. Since you mentioned his face, that is the perfect way to transition. Let's get into it. All right, so I know y'all see Ike up here looking miserable. Child, he is an old... That's an old grumpy ass boy. Sir, nobody came to you and forced you to be on this damn show. You decided to bring your book of haikus over here and insult this lady week after week. We don't need you. And we were so happy that I was so happy that Ike was not here right now. I'm so happy that we got a break from you for this week. I just don't know what to do with myself. That just shows me that you can go. Now, they go down to the ice cream shop because, production and whatnot. And you looked beautiful as always. Always looking stunning, honey, serving looks in your suits. You looked awesome. Now, there was a person that made a comment in the comment section, and they pointed out that I should maybe look at MM's like her body language and her face when she's interacting with Ikechi, and it doesn't seem like she's comfortable. She said a lot of us are focusing on what he's saying and, what she should be doing, but we really need to focus on her body language. And I didn't quite see what she saw because she said she felt like she was almost afraid of Ikechi. I didn't see that. But what I did see is her walking on eggshells. She don't know what to do. She's afraid to speak. Anything she says can and will be used against her in the court of that fool. She doesn't know how to behave at all, because if she says one thing, then that's wrong. If she does another thing, then that's wrong. So she don't know what to do. Poor lady is just walking on pins and needles, all while he breaks the fourth wall and looks directly into the camera like this. Sir, you really can go. Like, you really can go. If you don't want to take up space and you don't want to be present, baby, you can leave. Nobody is forcing you in your yellow glasses to be here. Hey, Arthur, we're really not. You can go. I say good day. Child, anyway, so he down there at the ice cream shop melting all the ice cream and whatnot. And I want y'all to see this. Now, this is how much of a fool and a liar he is. Now, y'all look at this picture then versus now. So you see the two of them sitting here looking like they're just as happy as they could possibly be. And it's so funny to me that right here, this is when he was acting. This was at the honeymoon. Now, somebody said maybe the honeymoon is what turned him off. I don't think so. I think it was that apartment. But something went down at that honeymoon, because how did you go from this to that? Look at his face. Y'all see, you know what? Let me circle it, y'all. Let me use my pointer. Look at this man's face. How y'all go from this to this? Poor she don't know what to do, but she gonna wear her suits, child. Look at him. Just looking goofy. But then I'm ready to duck off. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do that. I have never seen somebody's mask fall this quickly. Usually it take a little minute. Baby, that mask off. Take your fucking mask off. Baby, he took that mask off quick. I have never seen anything like it. That's when he was giving letters to my future wife. Girl, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Yes, he was, honey. He was acting at the wedding too, but he wasn't acting at that reception. See, the mask started coming off at the reception and people weren't paying no attention to it because when they were sitting down at that table and she said, "So what, am I your type?" "Oh, I don't have a type, black women, Michelle Obama, Kelly Rowland." Right then, she should have got up and left. I would have said, honey, because he can't even answer questions. That shows you what Keisha said on the after party was correct. He answers what he wants to answer. He does not answer the question. Nobody asked you if you liked Michelle Obama and Kelly Rowland. She said, "Are you attracted to me?" Me. That's what she wants to know. Ikechi always looks like he smells toe jam around the corner. Oh my God. Would you please, Nell? Please. He's a miserable, okay? And he's insecure. Yes, he is, honey. Shout out to Issa Rae. Hey, Katie. How did I not get a notification for this? Anyway, I'm in the house. Hey, girl. Hey, Katie. Jenna says, sadly, he was not into MM from the minute he said, "I do." I agree. And, somebody was like, every week I come over here, you putting MM down, telling her he don't want her. Listen, baby. I am the friend that you need because I'm going to give it to you straight, no chaser. I'm not putting MM down. I'm letting her know, baby, you are better than he is in every conceivable way. I'm not saying to her, "You're no good, that's why he don't want you." I'm saying, girl, have you seen you? Do you know who you are? You are you and he is him. Why would you want him? Stop calling him your husband. Stop looking for him around corners. Stop looking for him in the daytime with a flashlight. He showed you exactly who he was. He cussed you out on your 1-month anniversary. He doesn't want to be a husband. I am so sorry if that is offensive to you, but that's what she needs to hear because the experts are not giving it to her straight. Dr. Pia talking about, "I thought y'all forgave each other." They're putting her in dangerous situations. And then when something happens, then what you gonna say? "Well, somebody should have told her that he didn't want her." Y'all are never happy. I really don't get it. Like it's got to be something. It's like a chemical imbalance. I don't get it. You're mad because I say, "Okay, he doesn't want you, MM. Go that way." I am pouring into that lady each and every week. If you don't like the way it's done, then get a channel and do it. Then hold her hand and be nice to her and explain it to her week after week. No, somebody needs to tell her, "Girl, you do not want this man because he does not want you." And that is okay. She can take that. I am never disrespectful to her, but she also needs to know not to waste her time. Girl, you are so great. You don't need him. And she's engaged, by the way. Baby, I already knew that. Y'all be really thinking y'all telling me something. I already know that. Congratulations to her. She's a great woman, and I knew somebody was going to snatch her up. The point still stands. As we watch this show, he doesn't want you, and so you shouldn't want him. Ain't no way I would still be talking to this man after he said I was a predator. That is insane. Jocelyn, thank you for the super chat. That's the face of a man who realizes that he's with someone who is out of his league. Jocelyn, you better speak your speech. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody can see it. Everybody. She does not know which way to turn. Yes, she is happy and she is engaged now. But during this time, as we watch her on this screen, she does not know which way to turn. I'm reviewing the show as I watch it. I'm not reviewing today. This lady is calling Dr. Pia on the phone like, "He's given up. He's abandoned the marriage." And like I told her in that review, well, girl, if he's abandoned it, then you should too. Everybody out of the boat. If he jumped ship, then you jump as well. Girl, don't be sitting around waiting on him and using all your goodness and waiting on this man. That's crazy. I wish somebody would have told me. Because here I am, 42, and I could have been giving my goodness to somebody else. Child, please. Y'all just want to complain, honey. I don't have time for it. Listen, the perimenopause is kicking in. I can barely remember my one day to the next child. I don't even know if my child is in the house right now. I don't know. I just don't know, honey. Please leave me alone. Like, I do not have the same mind frame I had 4 years ago. Y'all just be complaining, complaining, complaining. I'm not here for it. Leave me alone now. Complain about everything. You're mean to her. You're mean to Michelle. You're mean to David. You're mean to MM. Listen, baby, you would hate to hear a season 12 review if you think this is mean. Because, baby, I was tearing Chris up. Do you hear me? I was tearing him up. I'm being to Paige too. I was giving it to Paige straight, no chaser. I liked Paige, but Paige was letting that man use her and abuse her. And I don't want the same to happen to MM. If you've been watching my reviews, you know this is what I do. When I see these women being mistreated, I'm going to call them out. The same way I did for Katina and her wig. The same way I did for Rachel when Jose was Josean. The same way I did for Bow when Johnny was acting a fool. Bow, 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 boom, 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 boom. Shout out to Hurricane Chris, honey. I call out everybody. Y'all get on my nerves, child, sometimes. Like, I really literally dread my comment section sometimes for Married at First Sight. It used to be so cool, and I just be like, oh, I can't wait to see what the people. It's every week. It's a complaint. And the reviewers are being too mean to him. Child, please. Jenna, thank you. As soon as he detected her success, he checked out. He was already up in his own head, talking himself out of it. He was intimidated. Exactly. Because if you remember back to the scene where they were laying in the bed, and he was like, well, you know, I come from meager beginnings. My place is not all that. And she was like, that's fine. She's never once looked her nose down at him. She's never felt like he was less than she is. She was always so accommodating, willing to compromise. If it's one person who is into this process, it is MM. She went in there looking for a husband, and she meant to come up out of there with a husband. And she got that person. Like, child. Anyway, I believe that he was used to being chased by women who took him up at face value for all of his accolades. He was uncomfortable with her success and wanted to be the center of attention. Mary Kate Lee, yep, because that brings me back to when she met with his family. And they were like, how are you going to, basically deal with the groupies? Ain't nobody that I know looking for no Ikechi. Now, it's always some, honey. It's always going to be some people. She did seem masculine. You deserve so much better, Ikechi. I can see exactly what you were going through. It's going to always be a few of them, child. But from what I see, he can kick rocks right along with Chris from season 12. Child, goodbye and good night. Did he have on a beanie in his backpack? What y'all talking about? Y'all seen him somewhere? Katie said, I'll keep saying this. My African parents would be damned to pay for my education only to tolerate this foolishness. That's what I'm saying, Katie. They be like, if you don't leave that man alone. Christine said, speak your speech, Miss. Child, they need to leave me alone. List for me and the forgetfulness. Yes. And speaking of, let's see, we're going into February. The third week in February, I will be conducting a live simply for the women so we can get together and talk about what is going on. If you are perimenopausal or you're just going through something, just us as women, we need to talk about it. Like, I am so forgetful these days. Y'all just don't even understand. This is really hard to get my brain to focus on this show now. At first, this used to be a breeze. I could literally recite what they were doing verbatim, word for word, without even looking at it. Now, child, I'll be focusing so hard. I'm like, oh, and then somebody in the comments will say, you forgot the part where I'm like, dang, I sure did. Because it's just hard. So y'all, please give me some grace, okay? Before it be on up in here. Leave me alone, child. Leave me alone. No wonder he wears that cap. Look at this. Look at his head shape. Okay, look at him. Just looks like a pinky in the brain cell. Can I come? Because my wife going through it now. Brandon, come on, honey, so you can get some tools that she can use. I'm going to try to get somebody to come in and guest speak that can help us with that because, child, you go to the doctor, and this lady told me, the hormones are, you're going into perimenopause. It's just the next phase. Baby, the next phase of what? Help me. I'm sleepy. I'm hot. I never go to bed. I literally cannot shut my brain off. It's always something for me to do. And then my son is still young. So he like, mommy. Child, it's just so much, child. But come on, Brandon. Come on, honey. You have one of the menopause thought leaders right there in Houston. Really? Who? Please tell me who it is. Have you guys seen the clip of Ikechi auditioning for the Houston season? He had hair then. Did he? Nah, I ain't see that. I can't imagine him with no hair. I could just imagine him getting on my nerves though. Ugh. He looked like one of those, where my hug at? Get away from me. And don't recite me no poems. Goodbye and good night. Why is he still on the show? He has had no interest in a marriage. At some point, Married at First Sight needs to pull the plug on couples who are not fully committed. Yeah, because it's not fair to MM. She's at her home wondering what she should do, and she's exhausted all of her options. The only thing she knows to do is to call the experts. She always looks sad. He's taken her light. He's taken her spark. I don't like this for her. I don't like that. Even when they went to the ladies' night, she was there like, yeah, and he's not committed to the marriage and he moved out. And I know she feels lonely and defeated. That is not cool. Listen, you got one time to leave that apartment and not come back. If you should leave the apartment and not spend the night there, then your scenes will be cut. You can go. Like, we can go ahead and have your Zoom decision day so you can get on. Because that's crazy. That's probably because the show has become a snooze fest. I haven't watched it in a while. I just wait for your review. Lovely Lex, listen, I wouldn't say it's exactly a snooze fest, but not this season anyway. It's pretty, stable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have some of the scenes where it's like, okay, child, if I have to see Camille and Thomas one more time, I might just pass out. But for the most part, I think they're keeping me interested. Because I remember last season, I got to a point where I was like, oh, I can't take it no more. I cannot watch one more episode. Child, I'm done. But this season, I can actually see it through because, I like Karla. Yeah, I like Karla. I like MM. I like Alan. Who else is there? Sometimes I like Juan, but sometimes Juan get on my nerves. Juan show be getting on my nerves a little bit. I don't like Camille. I know that may be an unpopular opinion. I don't like her. I feel like she's always taking little jabs at Thomas, and he's doing his best and trying his hardest and staying below deck for hours upon end, and she don't even want to return the favor. Child, it's just a whole fool. But for the most part, I can watch it. I feel like they need to pay for my therapy after seeing it. Child, we are all entitled to compensation. Okay, we could get a class action going real quick. This don't make no sense. He saw that top tier air fryer, and baby, that's why I mention it every chance I get. That's why when I was singing that song by Beyonce, I said, you and your air fryer in a box to the left. Baby, he ain't been right since he seen that air fryer. Do you hear me? That beanie holds his anger. He's pissed. Not the beanie holding the anger, child. Camille will lose him if she don't stop picking with Thomas. And every 5 minutes, she picking with him. Every time they take a few steps forward, here she go on some bullshit. Like, girl, relax. Because, honey, you're not as popping as you think you are. Now, let's get to the foolishness, honey. Let's get to why we are all here. David and Michelle and the text message. Child, when they sat down in front of Pastor Calvin, and that man said, you can still call your cousin. Let's get her on the line. When I tell y'all, I rewound that so many times. I said, not Pastor Calvin told these people to get Denise on the line. Oh, that was good to me. And David was just sweating, honey. Look how much older he looked. Look, this is the look that he had on his face when Pastor Cal said, call that cousin. He didn't know what to do. Y'all, look at this. That man, he was shook because he thought, hold on, y'all. He thought that he was going to be able to play in Pastor Cal's face. See, he didn't think that Pastor Cal was actually going to call him out. He was thinking, oh, I'm just going to come in here and lie and then everything will be okay. Honey. Pastor Cal was like, yep. We're going to have to get down to the bottom of it. Call the cousin. Well, I don't really want to involve her in, I don't, in my marriage. Like, I'm just not going to do it. What? Child, that reminded me of a story time. It's not really a story time. So listen, y'all. My soon-to-be ex-husband had told me that he was going one place, but he was really going somewhere to cheat. And then he had lied to me and told me that the person I ran up on him with was his cousin. Now, I posted that story time over on Patreon. Baby, why I run up to the cousin like, hey, cousin, Like, I haven't been introduced to you. I need to know you. Who are you? Baby, when I tell you that lady took off like an episode of Cheaters, I was chasing that girl down. I said, he was like, this my cousin. And she's standing there looking stupid, and he's standing there looking stupid. And I'm trying to figure out, how did I not meet you when we're full on married? What cousin? I said, girl, who you kin to? Cousin on what? The mama or the daddy side? Baby, they gonna lie and say a cousin if they don't do nothing else. Jess, thank you for the super chat. Misha, you do not have to explain yourself. The girls who get it, messing up my boo's nervous system with their foolishness, pissing me off. Girl, listen, girl, you know, central nervous system all jacked up. No, my hormones are imbalanced right now. Leave me alone, child. I don't like the fuss. This is for us to have fun and talk about these people on this show. If y'all don't leave me alone, honey. Kenya said, David is the type that really sets you off. A lie is one thing, an insulting lie. Kenya, you have really nailed it, because that's exactly how I feel. It's one thing to lie to me, but when you insult my intelligence, that's when you infuriate me. If I know damn well you don't think I'm stupid enough to believe that this was a text message about some food, and then you kept the lie going to the bitter end, and then what trips me out is when they get caught in the lie, then they start being mean and angry. Sir, you are the liar. Now, Michelle, don't get me wrong, honey. You never did want the man. So, I mean, that's one thing. But David could have just been like, that was your out. What are you trying to accomplish? You trying to fool with you in public, and you ain't fooling me. You trying to manipulate us into rolling with you. Like, oh no, he endured so much, and it worked for a few people. It ain't working for me. Child, you ain't fooling me. Okay, at all. Essence, thank you for the super chat. That ponytail was sliding down the back of his head when Pastor Cal told. Baby, it was giving London Bridge is falling down. Do you hear me? Look how he looking, y'all. He is It was at that moment he realized he effed up. Baby, David was like, now what the hell? Not that he told her to call him. BP said, personally, I don't care for this storyline because Michelle doesn't like him. So what's the point of the mess ratings? Who cares? And just get to decision day or wrap up the season. Okay, BP, let me tell you why. Because he is affecting Alan. It would be different if he was cheating with somebody in the general public. Okay, we could probably get past that. Okay, he out there because, you know, it's been plenty of people that's been caught on these dating apps. Elijah Juan, his neck tattoo, he got mad because Katina and her wig was still on the dating app. She said she didn't realize she was still on there. He was pissed because she don't like to cook. Child, it was all kind of stuff. Then you had Ryan from season 13. He was still on the dating app, and Brett had her nerve to try to be mad. Ma'am, you didn't like the man, okay? And he didn't like you. So therefore, and thus and such, it's okay. You know, Ryan was still on the dating app. You had Katina, she still had her dating app up, but they're like talking to people out in the world. That's still wrong. And it's still like, why would you even do that and you on the show? Like, you can't wait. You can't wait until after decision day. Please calm down. But David is gonna hurt Alan. That's the point of it. Because the reason we should care is because an innocent person is being hurt in the crossfire. Like, why are you messing with this man's husband? I mean, with this man's wife. And then on top of that, when the men had their men's day out, you are smiling and dapping him up, knowing that you're looking at his wife. Whether or not you will get his wife, that's something totally different. But you're still in his face smiling, and you're going to hurt his feelings. He's wrapped up with Madison. He likes that woman for whatever reason. And that's not cool. Like, that is crazy. There is no reason for him to be messing with that man's wife. My question is, if production knows why keep them in the marriage to hurt them? Put them together and have them separate. You know what? Another thing I was wondering too, because we're going to get to this too. I was watching the after party. Now, I noticed that the whole time Madison's legs were turned towards David. And don't get it twisted. Okay? Do not get it twisted. Body language says a lot. Not only was she leaned in towards him, Keisha specifically asked if he was cheating. And this man said no. And we're going to listen to it in a few minutes. But David for the streets, child. He for the streets. Madison, you up here acting like he said I was a slore. It's because I'm so good looking. Everybody thinks that about me because I look so good. Baby, they come a dime a dozen looking just like you. Okay, let's be very for real. Okay. So anywho, they get down to the girls' night out, child, and sit up on the yoga mat and listen to a sound bowl. And so she wanted to go ahead and tell them what was going down. So let's just listen to what was going down. Okay. Let's get into it. I'm going to let y'all hear this. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let's get into the whole mess and how she's telling the ladies that Madison wasn't he with y'all? And Madison over there acting like she don't know what's going on. Baby, you know. Let's get into it. Hold on. We're going to get into it, y'all.
He sent the message. He was with you two. So like it was the night that he was with y'all? Yeah, so yeah. Well he dated and then Karla showed up and so we did. So like what was he doing that night? Like did you see him on his phone a lot? Like no, I think he was helping you look for your phone. Well when my phone was stolen. I don't really pay attention though. Like you'd be looking at his phone now. Now I'm going over his phone. I didn't stop him. So, I mean, but obviously, yes, I would love advice. I what my next step should be. Yeah, I feel like there's clearly more to it. So maybe coming from more like a softer side to make him feel like you're not going to be like lashing out and mad and screaming, like making him feel like a piece of. Like if you really want the truth, and like that, sometimes I feel like how people feel most comfortable sharing is it's like just tell me, like just be honest and seem to be how he responds to that. Yeah, that's really good advice. The truth always comes out. Yeah.
The truth always comes out. And not Madison trying to offer advice, and you're the one who he was trying to text. Now, let's just say, okay, for the sake of, let's just say that Madison didn't know that David had a thing for her, which I doubt. Okay, and he was just trying to make a move to see if she was with it. You knew. You looked guilty. You looked guilty. Look at this look. Y'all look at the screen. If you're driving, please don't look at the screen. But look at this girl. You knew. You knew exactly what was going on. You knew exactly who he was texting. That's why Karla made sure to point out, well, he was helping you look for your phone because you were going to sit there and lie like you and Alan just left when you knew the whole time that you were looking for your phone with him. And he knew that you didn't have your phone at the time, but that probably was a lie too. You just wanted to be alone with him, so he helped you look for your phone. Where was Alan? Alan, where are you? You ain't never present when it counts. Child, that is crazy. She knew. This face right here told me all I need. And why is her eyes always red? Every time I look at her, her eyes are pink. I'm like, what is going on, honey? I don't know if you're allergic to the mascara or what. We need some clear eyes, honey. Shout out to the clear eyes and whatnot. She looks guilty. Okay, guilty. And all that laughing, that would have pissed me off. That would have been my 13th reason. Because why are you laughing? Okay, why are you laughing? There's nothing funny about this. Now, Michelle don't give a damn. Let's just keep it real. Michelle just wants to prove to us that David is a loser from the time she said I do to the time that is now. But that has nothing to do with Madison being involved with Alan and then sitting in her face and acting like she doesn't know what Michelle is talking about when you know that you're the culprit. And it's so great. Look at Karla. Baby, look at Karla. Karla knows. Karla knows exactly, baby, the energy. Do you hear me? She peeped it. She was trying to tell Michelle without telling Michelle. She was like, well, the truth always comes out. And she looking at her like, girl, come on now. Okay, I'm telling you, I know what I know. Look how she look at her side-eyeing her. When she side-eyed Madison after she said, yeah, when my phone was stolen. Girl, what? I have never seen a person. You know what? You and David belong together, child. He can't lie worth a damn, and neither can you. Look how she looking at it, y'all. Because she already know. Like, girl, we know that you two were doing something you were not supposed to do. Let's just be very serious, okay? And I made sure that I pointed it out. The producers are giving us all the clues. Did you notice how David and Alan are sparring partners? Uh-huh. I don't like Michelle, but I think she knew David was a liar from the beginning. I don't think she knew David was a liar from the beginning, but I think she felt maybe he had some F-boy ways. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, if y'all go back to my very first it wasn't a review, but my first impression of the cast, just looking at David, I said he gonna do something ain't right. I can already tell he gonna do something ain't right. He can't be trusted. And I don't know what gave me that. It could have been a ponytail, but I just felt like he was going to be on that BS. I just knew it. Thank you for the super chat, Shay Bay. Misha, did you see the receipt I sent you? I know you're not on Facebook, but a fan took a picture with David and somebody spotted Madison in the background. Allegedly. Girl, I know you lying to me. Not her being in the background of the picture. But wait a minute. Somebody last week was in the comments and said they were on Little Black Books channel. And somebody said she saw Alan and Madison together. Child, I don't know who's who and who's with who. It's just giving a lie. Karla knows. I wonder if she pillow talked with Juan afterwards. Probably. And you know, Juan was on the after party like, I know y'all in line. You know what's tripping me out about this after party? It's just crazy to me that they know that their marriages don't work or they do work, and they know that they've swapped partners or all this stuff has happened, and everybody is just sitting here talking like their marriages could potentially still work. So I wonder if they feel Keisha in, like, do they tell her, girl, these two people are not together, but what we're going to do is for the viewers, you're going to ask these questions and then we're going to do the, like, I always wonder that, because this after party that was this Tuesday was weird. It was very weird. It was probably his very specific request for a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. That's what it was, sister girl on films. Why y'all? That's old news. Those two have been in pictures together for quite a while. Really? See, this is the thing. I don't go looking for the stuff. I don't know if they've been in pictures together since they were newborns. I don't be knowing. Once this goes off and I've given them 2 hours of my life, then I reset for the next show. I don't ever really get into the fact that, you know, they have other things going on and there's tea, unless somebody DMs it to me. I don't know. David's still wearing the ring on it. And that's another thing too, because on the after party, Alan is not wearing his ring, but David is. Let me find out that, oh child. And you remember Alan said he had that dream? And I ain't talking about Martin Luther King, child. He said he had that dream that she had married somebody else, and he felt like it was his fault because he made her feel bad for saying that she's a transactional good time party girl. Girl, you trying to milk this for everything it's worth. You knew that man did not want to offend you. And you know dang on well that Alan would not be calling you a prostitute. Let's be very for real. Okay? He was not, he told you straight up, I'm not trying to say it this way, but I don't quite know the right words to say. He told you that. And you, being you, I'm just so beautiful. And it's like every time they see my beauty, they're just like, it's not your beauty, it's your booty. And it's like, I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Madison, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Please stop playing in my face. Okay. Now, girl, if you come out to be not a liar, then my apologies. But the way those previews for next week look, baby, it's going to be hotter than fish grease up at that retreat. And Michelle is not going to rest until she uncovers every single lie. Okay? She can't wait to uncover it. Mandy, thank you for the super chat. Love your channel. Thank you for making me laugh on the good and bad days. You're welcome. Thank you for being here, Mandy. And thank you for the super chat. Let me see. Felicia said, y'all heard the story about David and Target? No, what's the story about David and Target? See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what's, baby, I don't know what's going on. That was Madison's excuse to go down to David. Yeah, I'm talking about, I got to go call Amanda. Baby, if you cannot talk to Amanda in this house, then you cannot talk to Amanda. I said, okay, I would have been like, okay, we're going to get some fresh air together. Where you going? Talking about some, I need to go call Amanda. It took you from 12:48 a.m. to talk to her till 4 a.m. And see, the people be letting Madison get away with whatever. This lady never comes home. That is not okay. Jose locked Rachel out for going to take the trash out. Oh my gosh. It's not funny because listen, Rachel is in a beautiful relationship now. Shout out to my girl Rachel in the H, honey. Rachel is in a beautiful relationship now. She is happy, thriving. She is traveling, getting into it. She ain't need Jose, but baby, he locked her ass on the outside. Do you hear me? Jose was like, You said you was gonna be back in here in 10 minutes. It has been 10 minutes and 30 seconds. The door is locked. The door is closed. Honey, you ain't getting back in here. Alan let her traipse up and down the hallways all night long. And then she always brushes it off. I mean, I went to my apartment. Can I live? My friend was having a nervous breakdown. Are you okay? Girl, you are only concerned about your damn self. He had just told you he lost a friend. And instead of you being at home to console your new husband, you down to the bar for happy hour and then decided that you're not going to sleep there. Every time I turn around, you are not at home. That is not cool. That is crazy. Madison reminds me of those women on American Gladiators back in the She gives strong. She definitely gives strong, honey. You know she gonna wear that spandex. The after party is fake. They complete the season and then watch the episodes and react to it. Oh, you telling me something, Debbie, because I didn't know that. See, that's why I'm like, y'all already know what's going on. So why are y'all doing this? It's getting weird, okay? Honestly, Camille and Thomas are the only ones doing the experiment. Everyone else is coasting until decision day. Shay, I agree. Because, you know, you got Juancho and Karla. And child, Karla just laying down in there until she got to go back to that storage unit. Then you have Alan and Madison. We know that's going to implode soon. There was never anything between Michelle David and his ponytail, except the washer and the dryer. And then you have MM and Itchy. And he ain't doing nothing but looking for that air fryer she got on Amazon. Boy. Anyway, so yeah, Camille and Thomas are the only ones doing the experiment. That's absolutely right. Yeah, that's what they said on Little Black Book. They saw David and Madison down to the target. Oh, okay. I will never forget what Jose did when he did that. And Rachel was pounding on that door. Baby, Rachel could not get in that door for nothing. I said, oh, she gonna sleep outside with her head up against the door. I couldn't believe Jose did that, him and his damn whiteboard. And then she came back in there like, why would you lock me out? Well, I mean, you should have been inside. Oh, baby, Madison would have never made it with Jose. He would have taken that whiteboard out and wrote down every hour she was missing. Okay, it is now 1:13. She is not at home. And then he gonna say he went in there and went to sleep. Sir, do not make me turn all this stuff over. You better get, baby, Jose was something else. You should have seen Madison and how long she looked at David at the end of the after party this week when they showed the previews for next week. Very interesting. Oh, I seen it, Serene. I watched. Listen, before we do these lives, I always rewatch the after party. I saw it. I said, and then she gonna take a. Did you see her take a sip of her drink? And he up there laughing. They so tacky. And poor Alan, he didn't deserve that. Jose deadbolted that door like your parents did when you returned home at okay. Listen, it reminds me of the episode of the Cosby Show when Vanessa went to go see the wretched to have big fun. And baby, Cliff and Claire were facing that door when Vanessa showed up. That's what it's giving. Okay. And my mom used to always tell me, if I lock this door and you're on the outside, you're going to stay on the outside. But little did she know, I would bribe my little sister with candy. And then, because we shared a room. And baby, when she locked me on the outside, I woke up on the inside. And she like, how the hell you get in here? The world may never know. Baby, that sister went open that window. Baby, I'm in that thing. You're not going to keep me outside. God Kill Soul, thank you for the super chat. They were at a Bulls game together. A girl asked, where's David's wife? And he said it was boys' night. Meanwhile, Madison was with him. Oh, really? See, this is what I'm saying. See, this right here confuses me. I don't know what's going on and what's not. And I hope Alan is not silly enough to still be talking to Madison in any capacity after she is going to humiliate you on this show. Now, I don't know if she is, but next week, it looks like. I mean, I don't know. My mama still tell me that when I visit, and I'm 42 years old. My mama too. Now, I'm going to close this door. I don't know about staying out all night. I'm like, what? Ma'am. That's why when I went to college, I rarely ever went home on the weekends because I ain't have time to be hearing all that, y'all. I just didn't. And Shay, I can see your point, but I don't buy her performance, especially from the preview when she said, I might get to DD and say it was fun. Wait a minute, what are we talking about? I would have agreed if Camille stayed on that black and white kick, but I think she really likes him now that he put it down. You think so? Do we think Camille is serious about Thomas? I do not. I do not. I think eventually she will learn to really, really appreciate Thomas. But right now, I see her as getting everything that she wants and everything that she needs. And then that's it. That's it. That's all. I don't know why. It's just not giving longevity for me. It seems like one of those situations where she may potentially get bored or he may start to resent her. Like, I'm doing everything. Like, what's up? Like, there's never anything good enough. Like right now, he's playing along, they're having fun. And even if they get to the reunion and they're still together, I just hope that in the long run, she can learn to respect him. Because he seems like a pushover. And I think he really wants this marriage, but Camille always finds something. Now he ain't rough enough in the bed. First, he didn't have enough swag for the swagometer. Then he had to get some earrings for him to look hip and cool and have his swag. And then she got him in the bed and she's happy that they're in the bed, but he's the only one performing while she lays there and receives. And then the crazy part about that is when they were doing like the sexy exercise and she was pulling out that ball gag and putting that massage gun on him. And I was just like, what is wrong with you? It was torturous. It wasn't even funny to watch. Like, girl, what's wrong with you? She says if I'm not there when she turns that alarm on at 8 p.m., I better stay where I'm at. That's why I tell her I'm going to put her in a home. They don't play that. Not a pillow princess. Yikes. Oh, baby. Yes, she is, honey. She is talking about, I just really have to get there. It's like something. What? So he can do that all day long, but you have to get there? He going to be getting that special occasion loving, honey. Something is wrong with Camille. It is something wrong with her. Every time I see her just start laughing, I just be like, oh, you get on my nerves. She's so cringy to me. I don't know what and I have tried so hard to warm up to her. I'm like, okay, it's just not, it's not happening for me, y'all. And normally I be spot on about people. Just my discernment is discerning that I just couldn't hang with Camille. She just seems selfish. And even the previews when they were sitting at the table and she was like, yeah, so what if we get to decision day? And I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. Why would you even say that? And the look on his face was like, I'm doing all this and you joking about getting to decision day and saying no, even though she may potentially say yes. I don't like it. Okay. I don't like nothing about it. I've been looking for a Thomas my entire dating life and this heifer about to ruin him for the next. I'm pissed. Okay. She about to mess him up for everybody. He just really don't do it. Yes, Camille gonna throw on a 2 and 3 piece set if she don't do nothing else. Child, and then it be in all kind of different colors. The shoes don't be right with it. I'm like, girl, anyway, you better be happy he all turned on by you in them old school marm outfits you be wearing, child. Camille was getting off inflicting pain on Thomas. He clearly was not enjoying it. Cringeworthy. Yes, Jenna, that was the thing for me. Because if he was all into it or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, he liked to be treated like that. Okay. But he didn't like it. And she was like, stop being a little bit. I'm like, oh no, honey, you got this all wrong. Listen, under no circumstance should you call your man a bit. Okay. Don't do it. Because even if you just playing, they going to think back on that. You don't respect me. You call me on my name. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all shouldn't be calling each other. He shouldn't call you anything but Camille or, some little dirty name or something, but don't be calling him no stuff like that. Because that is really how you feel about him. You started feeling like that when you saw he couldn't get up and down that court and you ain't fooling me. And then you never apologized about the way you treated him when he was late only because he was doing something for your anniversary. You're selfish. Like, I don't like it. That avocado in Thomas's mouth made me feel disgusted. Girl, I got up and went to go get me something to drink. I said, I'm gonna wait till they gone, child. It's just giving nasty. So then Alan went down to the, back to Alan and Madison. Alan goes down to the gym to try to run an interference to tell Madison that he is super sorry. She made it about her again. Well, no, because I'm not mad at you. That's the thing you have to understand. Like, I'm not mad. Girl, if you're not mad, then what the hell is going on? Because for 79 scenes, we have seen you be upset. If you're not mad, why did you leave home for 4 hours? If you're not mad, why are you outside at all hours of the night? Why are you down here and he's up there? Why do you keep running away? You know why? Because this is your out. You just see, the thing is, she is just like Michelle. She's just a little bit slicker than Michelle. Michelle is in your face with it. I don't like you. And she sounded real crazy when she told David, well, I care now. Like I didn't care then, but I care now. Michelle, that is crazy as hell. Nobody in their right mind is going to say, oh, she cares now, so let me figure out how to make this work. No, girl, it doesn't work like that. You don't get to mistreat somebody for 79 weeks. And then on the 80th week, you're like, you know what, on second thought, since she likes you, there must be something to you. That's not how this works. And Madison is the same exact way. She is so excited that Alan put his foot in his mouth. She is so excited. So she can use that as a, well, you said I was transactional. You said I was a good time girl. Well, listen, if you over there laying down with David in his ponytail, he might be right. I'm just saying, child. Okay. He put his foot in his mouth again with the too sensitive comment. He did, Robin. You're right. He sure did. Madison got called out and now she's deflecting. That's it. Sean, hey, Sean. She didn't take any ID, a jacket, or nothing. She went down the house. Did you peep that? Did you peep that? And also, when he got back to the apartment after being in the gym, she was on that phone. I said, oh, she back on that phone again. Child, I'm watching everything, honey. Right now, this is a game of Clue. I'm watching it for Married at First Sight and whatnot. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like, okay, let me see what's going on. Let me see if she's going to pick up that phone. I was waiting for her. You know how you can spot a cheater? Let me tell you how you catch a cheater. Baby, when you come in that room and they strategically place that phone face down, go ahead and pack it up. Get your air fryer and roll. Baby, get your air fryer and roll. Because if they put that phone face down, it ain't. Let me tell you something. I just kept ignoring it. Let me tell y'all a story time. It's not really a story time, child. I just kept ignoring the red flags. Honey, the flags were a waving. Every time I came, he took that phone everywhere that he could take it. He took the phone to brush his teeth. He took the phone to take a bath. He took the phone to use the restroom. He took the phone to cook the food. He took the phone to take the trash out. He took the phone, like everywhere he was going with that damn phone. So one day, y'all, and I don't know what, it just overtook me. He was in there just chilling, honey, playing the game. I walked in there. It was a Sunday morning. I ain't gonna never forget it. I walked in there. I said, let me see your phone. He said, what? I said, can I see your phone? I just couldn't take, because I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, why do you carry that damn phone around like Lionel from Charlie Brown carries his blanket? I want to know what's in that phone. Baby, he tried to call my bluff. He said, sure, baby, let me unlock it for you. So he goes to unlock the phone and he hands it to me. And as I was getting ready to go to them messages, he said, hold on, wait. Okay, I can explain. Baby, that's all I needed to hear. I already knew it was something in that phone, baby. He started breaking down. Then he started chasing me around the apartment, child. And I was holding the phone like, nah. I was trying to get baby, I locked myself in the bathroom. Baby, he knocked that bathroom door down. Do you hear me? He knocked that bathroom door off the hinges. I have never seen nobody try to get to a phone like he did. Baby, he kicked that bathroom door down. I was in the bathtub, child, sitting down with the phone behind the shower curtain, trying to figure out what's going on. Child, I'm scrolling. I'm seeing people from the job. I'm seeing pictures. This man, this is when all hell broke loose, y'all. This man was sending pictures of my kid to other women. Baby, when I saw that, I went crazy. When I tell y'all I was tearing that apartment up. Do you hear me? I'm like, I was going off. You don't send no pictures of my mother. I was going crazy. And I'm just sitting here thinking like all this time, because he was like, yeah, I can't wait for you to see my son. He told one of the girls I was deceased. Baby, may she rest in peace. He had wrapped me up in a casket, honey, and buried me and told the woman that he was going to meet her and introduce her to his son. He told her that I passed away during childbirth. Because mind you, at this time, my son was about 2 months old. He told the woman, yeah, she passed away during childbirth. She was a very nice lady. I mean, he did give me a compliment. She was a very nice lady. And the girl is like, oh, you're just such a good dad. Let me see a picture of the baby. And he said, baby, when I saw when I saw my kid wrapped up and swaddled, oh, honey, I lost it. Oh, baby, I lost it. I took that phone, timber, baby, I threw that phone over the third floor balcony. Baby, instead of him getting mad at me, he takes off down the stairs, honey, to try to go save that phone. Oh, honey, that was a time. Oh, child, I had to call my mama. Oh, it was just so much mess, honey. That was the Sunday from hell. That wasn't no Sunday fun day, I tell you that. But baby, when I threw that phone over the balcony and he went down there to go get it, I started throwing all his clothes over the balcony right after. Baby, we was making a scene. Do you hear me? So I do not pretend to be perfect because I done went through hell and back. That's why I'm telling girl, don't even waste your time. Okay, I didn't know any better. Nobody held my hand and told me this is what you accept and this is what you don't accept. Like they just gave me to the world and I had to figure it out. If I see my sister being mistreated, I'm gonna tell her, girl, he don't want you. Find someone who does. Okay, and I'm gonna say it with love, but that's what you need. So I go ahead and throw the phone over the balcony or whatever, and so then I guess he retrieved the phone, child. It didn't break like I thought it was gonna be broken. The screen was cracked, but he could still use it. So why he gonna call my mama after I found my damn baby in his phone? Okay, now it's his baby too, but still. And then he gonna call my mama, and my mama called me like, "What's going on?" and everything. And so I'm cussing and losing my mind, telling her what's going down. And then she's like, "Oh my gosh, and you need to calm down and the baby." And then my son started yelling, and that's the only thing that calmed me down is because he started crying. I said, okay, get yourself together. Because I started throwing his clothes, baby. He down there getting the phone. That's when he called my mama because I started throwing his clothes. I was throwing all his shoes. I was throwing everything over that balcony. And I bet he was thinking, damn, I was playing 2K and now I'm down here with this phone. Baby, he didn't think he was going to make it. I had that place going up on a Sunday. And then my sweet neighbor next door, I will never forget. She knocked on the door. And she said to me, "Are you okay?" And I was just crying. When I tell y'all, I was devastated because it's one thing to cheat or whatever you're gonna do, but you have now tried to mark my life. And on top of that, you are sending a picture of a baby that I just had that I barely made it to have. Because I done told y'all the story about how my pregnancy was really horrible. I had to relearn how to walk again. I was paralyzed from the waist down, all that. I bet you gonna send a picture of my hard work to this heifer? Oh, baby, no. So I was crying or whatever. And the lady came next door and she said, "Let me hold the baby. It's okay." Because I was holding the baby and I was just breaking down. And she was like, "Let me hold the baby for a second." And I don't let nobody hold my baby, but I was so broken. I just handed her the baby. And she was rubbing my back and she was like, "It's gonna be okay. And one day you're gonna look back on this." She was an older lady. She said, "And one day you're going to look back on this and you're going to be happier than you are today. It's okay." She just kept trying to calm me down or whatever. And then my mom ended up showing up and then we left and went to stay with my parents for about a week, but it was bad. So, people don't understand how detrimental it is to be cheated on. So to see Madison and David acting like this is really nothing, that's crazy. You do not know how that's going to affect Alan's mental. This is for our entertainment. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, these are real people. And so now I'm not going to just sit here and act like this is not happening to this man, unbeknownst to him. Because y'all saw the previews where he was talking to Juan and he got so upset and he hit that, that cabinet or whatever. Child, I can relate. Okay? I can relate. So that's just a story time. That's, I guess, really a story time. Y'all know how I like to do. I got to impart some wisdom up and through there in case there's somebody else going through the same thing. Listen, if the phone is face down, baby, pack it up. Pack it the hell up and head to the border. Don't even worry. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Don't ask him to see the phone unless you want to lose 30 pounds in 2 days. Okay? If you got children, pack it up and work on it through the court system, child. That's all I can tell you because it's a mess. Thanks for sharing. And true, shame on production. Yeah, it's a mess. Like I was really, really low then because I was suffering from postpartum. So not only am I suffering from that, and I don't feel like as good looking as I once did, but baby, I snatched that body back. Okay. Once I got over it and whatnot. But I already don't feel as great. And then I see you sending pictures and telling people that I'm gone. Like, what is wrong with you? So yeah, child. Ooh, honey, I done been through some things. Do you hear me? My heart broke when Alan told Madison how he really cared. Yeah. And he said, do you know how much I really care about you? She gonna say, no, I don't. Girl, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know exactly how he feels for you, and you are taking advantage of that. You know dang on well how he feels about you. So don't even try it. Okay? You can sell that to somebody who's buying it. Neither involved couple are being intimate with their mates. Heck, Michelle has David in another room. Well, that's not abnormal for married at first sight. You know, they're quick to be in the second bedroom. Child, a mess. I got a story time about my military ex-husband. Girl, it just really be hard out here. These people act like they aren't really married, which I hate. Yes, got killed soul. That's a perfect way to put it, too. That's the thing. They act like this is scripted TV, baby. You are actually really married. And that's why I appreciated MM telling Dr. Pia, well, no, he is my husband. Like, you trying to gaslight me into not saying it, but y'all put me in this situation and told me to marry a stranger. So whether or not he likes me and I like him, we are married and technically he's my husband. Like, what are y'all even talking about? Like, sometimes they just be saying anything and I just don't know, child. Thank you, Marsha, for the super sticker. Like, I really just do not know. I have one of those stories as well, shaking my head. Thank God that's over. Baby, honey, I didn't even look at your name when it said loving my peace. And thank you for being a member because that's exactly how I feel right now. I'm still going through and have to interact and my stomach literally drops when I have a court date. When I say drops, I feel like I'm finna faint. And then I just go ahead and do these reviews anyway, child. But I be on the edge, child. Y'all got to remember these are real people on the other end when y'all be commenting. Okay, so please be nice. You don't know what people have gone through that day, and they might just go off. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't have to deal with him on a daily basis. I'm very happy that I have a clean bill of health because, honey, he was in these streets. I'm so happy that I have my beautiful, beautiful son who is my manager. Okay. And he's the man with the plan, the man behind the scenes that does everything and all things related to my channel. Baby, he is more tech savvy than the people that used to be over tech when I worked in corporate. Okay. Child, he is good. But yeah, I'm just so happy I don't have to worry about that. I only worry about me and my son and me being happy and my channel growing and positive things because that was a really, really dark time. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for all of you because, baby, when 2020 hit, I was still in the valley. And I was just like, you know what? I got to do something else. And then, I saw Chris and baby, he triggered me. I said, oh, honey, I got to start a YouTube channel. I got to. I got to talk about this. And then all of y'all came. So there you go. Speaking of saying anything, I feel like Pastor Cal was saying anything at that meeting with Michelle and David. The only sensical thing he said was when he told Michelle to call Denise. Well, he said that, Serene, at the end. He said, I don't know what I could have even said. He was stumped. But he was trying to call David out a little bit when he said, you know what? This is how I knew. Because I went back and I watched just the experts. Dr. Pia definitely knew because why would she come and started talking about trust? That threw me off. And then when Pastor Cal was talking to Michelle and David, he said, it's like you're hiding something, like you're trying to protect someone. That is a very odd statement. If I look at a man and I think that he's cheating as an expert, I'm going to say, if you're still talking to other women on the outside, why did you sign up for this process? I'm not going to automatically think he's protecting someone because why would you need to protect someone on the outside? That doesn't make sense to me. So when he said that, I said, oh, you know already. You know, Dr. Pia knows. Everybody knows except you, Alan. You're the only one in the dark, child. D. White, thank you for the super sticker. He know. I said that is oddly specific. Because sometimes when I watch it, I go through it and, I'm watching it, but I'm watching it to review it. So sometimes I'm enjoying it, but I'm not engulfed as I would be, as a viewer, just watching and enjoying myself. So sometimes I have to go back before I do the review and actually watch it so I can have an authentic response to how I feel about a certain thing. But when I went back and I watched that scene, I said, that's interesting. It's like you're trying to protect someone. I said, why would he say that? Y'all ain't fooling me, honey. Okay. G-Dot said, they know. I'm sure the production team is talking about David and Madison at lunch. I'm sure they got cameras all over the place and see them tipping up out of there. I believe that too. The experts know. And the fact that they're stringing this along pisses me off. You're hurting an innocent man, aka Alan. That is nuts. That is crazy. I'm surprised we're getting tea while the show is airing because this has never happened before. We still don't know what happened between Karen and Miles. Still don't, to this day. To this day. Kentrail said, it baffles me that Madison is acting like a transactional girl. Okay, not what she was being called. She acting like staying out at all times of the night, playing around on that phone. Guilty as charged. Do you hear me? Now, let's move on to Juancho and Karla. Why is this lady here in this slip? Huh? Say what now? Oh, okay. Y'all don't know either. Ma'am, what kind of freaky dick? What is going on, ma'am? Why did you walk in here and walk in the house with the slip on? And I don't know what month, because that they confusing me with the clothes that they're wearing. And I know Chicago gets a little, it's windy as is. You went through the windy city with this slip on? Ma'am, if you took a train or a bus, girl, don't piss me off. Why do you have this on, ma'am? Ma'am, why do you have this on? And then I want y'all to make look at Juan's little eye at the corner. Look at his eye, y'all. Look at his eye hanging out that corner. Listen, now Juancho got on the after party and said the woman didn't have no panties on. I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Oh my goodness. Married at First Sight is a fool, honey. This show right here. Man, what the hell wrong with you? And then Juan was like, yeah, and we almost had a nip slip. I'm like, baby, no, you did have a nip slip, because when I was watching this and they blurred out that lady when she got up and tilted over to the side, I said, ma'am, please. And then she didn't even worry about Karla, honey. She said, take the rose. Okay. Bring it down, Karla. A little bit more down. Damn, you're going to go to his socks. Ma'am, there's no reason for you to be almost butt ball naked up in here in this house with these people. Karla got on more damn clothes than you, and it's her husband. And Juan wasn't taking it seriously. He didn't even take off his socks. They will kill me. Now it's the nose ring for me. Baby, listen to me. You cannot tell me that this woman was not about that action. She wanted to join in, and Juan said the same thing on that after party. He said, I don't know. I think she was, down for it. She was ready to get into it if we're going to get into it. That is disgusting. Okay? Ma'am, don't do that no more. Now, I don't know who hired you, and I'm not sure why they told you to come on down for the tantric yoga of it all. But if I were Karla, I would get Dr. Pia on the phone, and I would go off, because you said we was going to do tantric yoga. You did not. And I'm sitting here thinking that they're going to go to one of those studios, because you know how they have the tantric, yoga studios. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to go. Baby, I didn't know this lady in this slip was going to make a house call. What in the nasty hell? That is nasty. On national TV, Angie. National. And you know this going to go to Netflix when they get done with it. You know they got the old episodes of Married at First Sight on Netflix. Ma'am, you're going to be forever out in the atmosphere with your slip on. I said, baby, not the lingerie. The first thing I thought was, I hope that lady didn't get on public transportation. And where's your coat? Child, this is a fool. I said, honey, that was too freaky dicky for me. I know Juan felt uncomfortable. He probably was like, okay, what the hell? She was hoping Juancho took out his peen for, okay. He said that. He was telling Keisha, he said, I don't want to do the penis tantric yoga. I said, not them treating this man like a piece of meat. Ma'am, I don't know who exactly you work for. I don't know if this is your own special thing or whatever, but don't make now another house call on TV, because I don't want to see it, okay? She wanted Juan to knock on the Y'all gotta go. Denise, please. I'm sick. Yes, the YouTuber saw them in Target. Jose did not deserve Rachel. He sure did, and I'm so happy, Roberta, that she found somebody that's gonna love on her the right way. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Denise, please. I can't, y'all. I'm cracking up, rolling on the floor, laughing my off. Why would she wet? Like, what would possess you to put this on? And I mean, be you, be free, honey. You know, I love the skin. I mean, honey, love the skin you in. All ages are beautiful, baby. But I'm not gonna put on no lingerie and go rubbing Juan up and down his male genitalia with a rose, okay, on national TV. And then you want to go lower and lower and lower, like no. And then you didn't even focus on Karla at all. And then Keisha on the after party, she said, "So, what was the vibe after the lady left?" Juan said it was more like comical. You cannot make this stuff up. This man said after that lady left, it was comical. Baby, when I tell you I would have been pissed, I would have told everybody, cameras off. We are done for the day. Get away from me. Get out of here. I'm done. Oh, child, honey, I would have put them on the outside. Do you hear me? Mm-mm-mm. His face looks terrified. He looks scared as hell. Do you hear me? Scared as hell. I fast forwarded that smack scene. I'm cool. Baby, go get you something to drink. Go get you a refreshing beverage. Maybe she lives in a building. Sheila, she don't live. This is why I love Alive. Oh, child, y'all be having me hollering. Baby, I be scared. I don't think y'all really understand how this is for real with me. The way I be startling the hell out of my son when I just cackle out loud out randomly, y'all's comments are so funny to me. Now maybe she live in the building. That woman does not live in that building, Sheila. I said good day. Now she live. Baby, everybody creeping in that hallway. And listen here, Karla, I know you ain't got no job and you be doing hair on the toilet in the restroom, but if you ever should step out to go do your sound bowls, take your sound bowls for a walk, that woman, if she does live in that building, according to Sheila, will be down there like Madison is down there at David's house. Y'all better stop. Y'all are so crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, baby, Sheila is a nut. Sheila said, the blurring when the lady moved, no panties. What the? Yes. Because did you see that? They blurred out her lady bits and also her boobies. And that man's, and Juan, you must have been really looking. Somebody, I don't think she had any underwear on. That is gross. Child, Oh, child. Not taking the sound bowls for a while. Girl, you know she stay with them sound bowls, baby. Karla gonna take them sound bowls somewhere if she don't do nothing else. Oh, baby, that is so funny to me. Let's move on from this lady, child. This is ridiculous. Let's move on to her calling. Let's move on to Michelle calling, honey. On the phone, calling, trying to figure out. Baby, Michelle wants to get down to the bottom of it. She said, y'all may not care, and y'all know that she doesn't care, but she cares now, but she really don't care now. She just cares about making him look like a fool, and we care about her trying to make him look like a fool because he's going to hurt Alan, and that's the reason why we care. So let's care to hear what she's going to say to this cousin, honey. And I got it, okay? I got it for y'all to hear. This is a clear audio because the last one I played, it seemed like it was a little, it wasn't really playing how it should play. Okay, let's get into this. We are going to get into it. Oh, baby, that is so funny to me. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's get into this. And let's listen. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me put it up here.
I just kind of wanted to see, like, if you could just give me the rundown of the text message, like your side of the story.
So I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
All basically David did was shoot me a text saying, like, hey, can you cover for me? And I was like, yeah, sure, I got you. I didn't know every detail until when I did find out. I was like, oh no, like, I can't be on board with this anymore. Like, this is getting blown out of proportion.
Oh.
And it's not right, and I don't condone it.
Oh, so what you're saying that there was no picture of food that you sent?
No, that is incorrect.
I just kind of.
Are you cheating?
No, I'm not cheating.
You're not cheating. Okay.
Maybe I stepped out emotionally.
and just in regard to looking for some attraction, like, hey, this or that, maybe emotionally.
So you haven't fooled around with anyone else?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Are you cheating?
No, I'm not cheating.
Now, that second part was on the after party. Keisha said, are you cheating? I might have fooled around emotionally. And the whole time, Madison and her knees were facing him the whole time. I said, oh, and not you got the cornrows in. And I'm wondering because, her sister said she likes pretty boys. He does not give pretty boy. Was the sister confused? She probably was confused. And I know she was confused about the color of her makeup. But what? Like, what is happening? Not those two cornrows, child. This is a mess. I hate to see how stupid he is and how stupid he looks in this pic. That dumb glasses hat combo. He looks like the Black Waldo nobody is trying to find. We sure ain't trying to find it. We don't give a damn. Kimmy said, honestly, if I were the cousin, I wouldn't back him either. Got us looking like weirdos on TV. Exactly, Kimmy, because it's gross. Talking about I sent it to my cousin, I say sometime like, you're so fine, I want to eat the food up, or like, what are you even talking about? That sounds crazy as hell. That was nuts. His cousin knows he's full of it. I'm sure this wasn't her first experience with something dumb David has done. And on the after party, he was like, yeah, my cousin, she's like a really stand-up person and she didn't want to get involved in it. I feel stupid. And okay, David, y'all just lying, child. Y'all don't do nothing but lie. It's really ridiculous. One Who Cares says, greetings, Miss Misha, mods in chat. Hey, One Who Cares. I don't have mods. Do y'all know that I have been doing this for almost 5 years and I don't have any moderators? That's how great y'all are. Every now and again, somebody will try to slip in and say some slick stuff or whatever. But I don't really have any negativity or any foolishness in my chat. Y'all are always so respectful. We have cultivated such a great relationship where, people don't come over here and start mess. They really don't. But hey, girl, hey. But yeah, I don't even have mods. I don't. I think Madison did his braids because she has those same ones. And they was kind of frizzy at the end. I saw them. I said, oh, who did them? It still ain't giving. I don't care what's going on. It still ain't giving. I wonder what he said to the cousin off camera. She probably was like, why would you put me in that mess and then have me on TV with it? Like, what is going on here? She probably was pissed. And David, he probably just talked his way out of it. Like, oh, cause I didn't want to put you in the middle of it, but like, I really had no choice. You know how she's been treating me. He probably said something like that. I didn't get a notification. I just showed up because I listened to the ATL Housewives trailer on Patreon. Oh, T Flim. Yeah, we have a live every Thursday at 8. We didn't have it last week, but when Married at First Sight is on, we like to talk about the episode a few days later. No matter how stupid he looked, I felt Michelle looked like an idiot too. She did, because why are you trying to contact the cousin? You don't even like him. You don't like him. But at the same time, I still feel like him doing all that is a character flaw. Like, she just bringing it to the forefront. Like, look, see, I told y'all. She didn't have to tell me because I already knew what was up. I knew something was going to go down. I think he had to say that because on the after show, you have to talk as if it's in present time. Oh, that's a good point, Mary. That's a good point. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. Okay. David is a bad liar to his credit. Child, the worst. David, listen. I used to be a creative writing teacher. If you need a book of lies, let me know. Because, baby, the way that you just pulled that lie out of thin air, and it was the stupidest thing that I had ever heard. And then you went and repeated it to the men. And that made me even more upset because Alan is sitting here like, oh, man, unbeknownst to him, you're talking. The only person that really knows what's going down is Karla. Baby, that intuition is on 10. People can say whatever they want to say about Karla, but Karla is a girl's girl through and through. She has been a stand-up friend to these ladies throughout this season. Because when, MM was going through it, she immediately was like, nope, let's go to the restroom. I do not want you looking stupid out here on this TV. Come on. Don't let him run you down on this TV show. Let's go. And then she knows exactly what's going on. That's why she gave that look. And then in the preview, I see her saying to Madison, I don't know if I can be friends with someone who would try to steal her friend's man, even though we know Michelle don't want her, want him. It's the principle of the matter. So, like, what? Michelle is the kind of woman that the more you ignore her and don't like, the more that she will go after you, the worst type. That's what I feel too, XB. It's like you don't like him, but you don't want anybody else to like him either. And then when somebody else likes him, it's like, do I kind of like him? Okay, I'm gonna stop being mean. No, that's not how this works. You don't like him, so just leave him alone. Like, go ahead on, child. The look on Thomas's face when he told them, wait a minute. The look on Thomas's face when he told them, screamed he knew he was BSing. You think so? Okay, I gotta go back and watch that part because I didn't see how Thomas was looking. I just was watching Alan and I wanted to see exactly how he was looking. He probably would still be holding on to that stupid lie if Denise didn't give him up. I'm glad Michelle called her. Oh yeah, definitely. She definitely would have been still in the dark had she not called the cousin, because David was going to lie to the bitter end. Baby, he wasn't going to get that lie up. Do you hear me? I told her I would be a mod 22 years ago. You did. Some other people told me they would be a mod too. But then you know what? It's like I don't go live enough to actually have mods. I thought about it. And then on top of that, I don't, I feel like moderators are when people start acting up. And I don't really talk about things that would cause people to act a fool. Like if I were talking about hot topics and stuff, I definitely would have a mod. Because people be on team this and team that, and you don't understand this, and girl, you don't know her, and all this kind of stuff. So yeah. But as far as like just talking about the shows, I think we pretty much all are, even if we disagree, we still have a good time disagreeing. Michelle is just a vicious dog with a bone. She's not ever going to give this up. She is giving top tier Karen behavior. And listen, Fierce Fashion, we ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till she get to that reunion. Baby, Michelle is they're going to have a whole segment. The whole reunion might be about this text message. That reunion going to be something else. Child, we might need to go live when the reunion airs or something. I don't know if the reunion can be a pre-record. We might have to talk about that live because it's going to be something. Hey, Dr. Ivy Pearl. Alan is in denial. I'm so sad for him. I know. He going to be mad at that retreat, though, judging from those previews. And I felt so bad for him. And you could see that Juan didn't really know how to console him or what to say. So he was just basically standing there with his hands in his pocket like, oh, my gosh, I don't even know what to say. These men, honey, You got Ikechi, he's missing. So, sir, go that way, wherever the wind blows. Then you have Juan, and I mean, he seems like a all right guy, but I really don't know much about him. I feel like Juan and Karla have not really revealed much about themselves. It's always like a bunch of fluff. We see them like playing or talking a little bit, but then we move right on to somebody else. We never really focus on their relationship. Thomas seems like a stand-up guy. Then you have David, who is moving in on his friend's girl. And I wonder if this has been going on since the honeymoon. Because, they've been started doing that working out together when they were at the honeymoon. Y'all think it's been going on? Thank you, Golden 50, for the super chat. David is not a great liar because he doesn't care. This is because Michelle doesn't care. Now, I think he just ain't a great liar. Because even if you don't care, you still will make up something that at least makes sense. You're on TV. He's just a bad liar. And then he started getting an attitude because I don't want to. Well, why don't you just show me that like you don't want to prove to everyone that you're a good guy? Like you don't want your reputation to be saved? No, I got to go to work. I said, oh, honey, now we seeing the real David. Okay. It's Ikechi showing up with divorce papers. Oh, weirdo. I was like, sir, get out of here. And I'm so happy MM didn't sign them. You'll get them after decision day. Bye. Don't come around here bothering me. Child, I would have did the same thing. Sir, go away. Yes, it's been going on since the honeymoon. You think so, Larisha? Or Larisha? I don't know. Well, it could have been because remember, she didn't stay there that first night. And we already know that Michelle had told David he couldn't sleep in her room. He had to find something else to do. And that's when she really couldn't stand him. So maybe they were like getting to know each other then. Oh, wait, this is messy. I think it's been going on. Remember, David said he was getting advice from Madison when they started working. Yeah, listen, the first time that he said he was getting advice and I saw them on those workout machines, I said, they are finna be on that BS. I already knew it. I was like, they can't be trusted. It's them too. I knew it. But then they kind of threw me off a little bit. So I thought maybe it was Juan because the way they edited the scene, it made it seem like he was speaking to Dr. Pia, but he really wasn't. Then I went back to my original thought, which was David and Madison. And then I'm wondering when it's going to come in where Dr. Pia is saying, infidelity between couples is unprecedented. This has never happened during Married at First Sight. Like, let's get into it because how many more episodes are left? Because the thing is, they never simultaneously play Love is Blind and Married at First Sight at the same time. So Love is Blind comes back February 14th. I will not be watching. I need a break, child. Now, if something great happens, y'all let me know. But I will not be watching no Love is Blind. Okay, the way they had the baby, that last season threw me off. Now, they come back February 14th. This show is still going on, which means that it has to hurry up and wrap on up before February 14th. Usually, once the couples retreats happen, then it's time for decision day. Because I think we were 16 days until decision day when I did this review. So, child, I think it's going to be over. Do you hear me? Yes, Taylor, Love is Blind is coming back February 14th. And baby, it looks so boring, child. First of all, it look unseasoned. And secondly, I already know they're going to be on that BS. It's people already on TikTok, women crying about the people who are about to be on Love is Blind already. I'm like, dang, we don't even know the people yet. It's like 3 or 4 women on TikTok saying how they know people from Love is Blind and this person ruined my life. And I'm just like, what? So now it's not about them falling in love. It's not. It's about who can create the biggest TikTok scandal. But I don't think nobody will be Tyler. I don't think anybody will ever take Tyler's place. They got to really do something big to do what he did on his season. Other than that, I don't know, child. Oh, speaking of Ready to Love, Yvette said, when does Ready to Love come on? Next Friday, y'all. Listen, next Friday, February 7th, we are back in that thing. Love is Blind comes back. Also, don't forget that on Saturday, Family or Fiance returns as well. So I'm going to be busy, y'all. So yeah, we're going to have quite a few shows. Also, the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer has dropped. I spoke on the reunion looks on Patreon. I spoke on the trailer for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's giving nothing. The Real Housewives of Atlanta returns March 6th. We'll see how it goes, child. But it looked boring. What else? Everything is coming back. Potomac is about to go. Their finale is Sunday, and then their 3-part reunion, and then we can move on from them. Married to Medicine is a slow burn. I don't know what's going on, child, but they need to hurry up because, I love that show, and it used to be my favorite, but it's slowly starting to become like the rest, and I don't like that for them. Then you have Ready to Love. It premieres February 7th. I thought it was this Friday, and I was thinking because the thing is when you get so many Fridays off, you be like, oh, I kind of like this Friday and a Saturday off. But Ready to Love said, not so fast. We're back. So I'm going to take this Friday off, which is tomorrow. That's going to be my last one because then we're going to move into Ready to Love. And y'all know we normally have lives for that show too, depending on if they bring the drama. So we'll see how that goes. Also, my baby will be back singing the theme song since y'all don't want to hear from me no more. He done took over, child. So yeah, it's coming back. Hey, Stefan. He said, I miss you reviewing Beverly Hills. Yeah, I took a break. You know what? I do kind of regret, though, that I didn't get into Beverly Hills this season because I started watching a few of the episodes to try to catch myself up. And I think that it is a good season. Now, I guess I took a break because last season was just not giving anything. And I kind of got tired. I was just like, this is giving nothing. So yeah, I'm going to take a break. And then they come and actually give halfway something. So I don't know. But yeah, I think Beverly Hills is having a good season. She says, Misha, please watch Love is Blind. I cannot watch those shows anymore. Your commentary is much better. I can't do it. I don't know, y'all. I might look at it and change my mind, honey. I don't know. Because I was just looking at that trailer. I wish I could show y'all the trailer. See, listen, YouTube, please give us more free reign. Just because we show a trailer, we are guiding the people over to the show. Because I really want to share the trailer with y'all for Love is Blind so that you can see it. It didn't give much, but now they're actually talking about TikTok on Love is Blind. Because in one scene, one of the girls was like, oh, yeah, did you see that TikTok? There's a girl on TikTok and she's crying. I was like, what? When they started doing that? That's when it let me know that it's gone out the window. It's not about love. It's about ratings, and they're trying to one up the momentum from last season. And that is crazy because innocent children will be affected by Tyler and his lies. Okay. And now we told Ashley that she should have left him alone when she got him. But no, she told all of us that we were bitter and we've never been married, and it shows. And I told her, girl, I have been married twice. Okay, I know exactly what I'm talking about, honey. I've been proposed to 7 times. Put them on to make them want to marry me. Baby, they love them, Samisha. Do you hear me? But she didn't want to listen. And then here you come putting out an article through people talking about we have decided to go our separate way. Well, hell, we told you that. We told you to leave Tyler where he was. Child, but now it's income tax season and you don't want to share that money with that child support. And now you want to be, oh, well, we're just going to take some time apart. We ask that you respect our privacy. Absolutely not. We will be talking about it the same way you were going on all those podcasts, doing interviews, talking about it yourself. Okay. And that's just that on that. Anywho, Stefan said, I don't even be watching some of the shows, but be dying laughing at you. I swear. Thank you for watching. Maybe do one of the international seasons. Yeah, maybe that. I need to spice it up a little bit. I'm also trying to find new things to add to my channel. If you stream on Twitch, you'll have a lot of freedom to show videos and stuff. Oh, can I do that on Twitch? See, I don't know why I automatically assumed, because my son told me this, that Twitch is for gamers. So I didn't even think to correlate the two. That's a good idea. I like that. Daniela said, allegedly, the new season of Love is Blind has a bunch of jobless men pretending to be realtors, because you know that's the easiest thing to say. Oh, I'm a realtor. A bunch of clout chase. See, that's why I'm not even watching. I ain't got time. See, They're right there finna piss me off. You have to review Love is Blind. It is crazy and never dull. Y'all like, girl, now you getting out beside yourself. You better review that show. Yep, Ashley wanted to keep egg on her face and then had a nerve to call us a clown, baby. And you the main one getting out of the car, the clown car. That's your clown horn. Because you wanted to be with that man. And you told him to denounce his kids. And then when he denounced them, he denounced you as well. Because he started cheating on you as soon as he knew you were a fool. Girl, how could you? And now you want some privacy. Now, I ain't going to kick you all the way down on this little TV show. But at the same time, girl, we tried to told you. And you didn't want to listen. Crazy. No, it's all sorts of Twitch streamers. Just it's popular with gamers, but you have an audience, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm definitely going to look that up. Because listen, I got some big old bills, y'all. I owe my attorney lots of money. So I got to put out some content, and I got to find ways to diversify my portfolio. I can't put all my eggs in one basket. So I told the people on Patreon, I'm going to head over to the TikTok and start like just giving my rapid fire reviews over there, because people are now taking my reviews and taking all of my thoughts and creating TikTok reviews and using my thoughts. And people are in the comments like, oh, this is so good. I didn't even think about that. You're so detailed. And the whole time I'm thinking, no, the hell they are not. I am so detailed. These are my exact words verbatim. So I said, you know what? I'm finna come to TikTok. So now you know I see you. I'm going to use your same hashtags. I'm going to make sure that my work is accounted for. Don't do that. It takes a lot of work to watch all these shows and give unique commentary. You know, I could easily just give a 10-minute review and be like, okay, he got his hair braided. She went to the store. They ate some type of food. I don't really know what it was. And yeah, I don't like him for her. And yeah, so I'll see y'all next week. No, I be telling y'all what shoes they had on. The socks was dirty. They was on the bed. He was looking to the left. She was looking to the right. Did y'all see when her hair stood up on her head? Why is he looking at her like that? Y'all see his mom and them didn't come in? Like, no. And then you just took my whole review and put it on TikTok. But see, that's because they don't think that people, it's weird because it's like the TikTok people don't think that you watch YouTube, and the YouTube people don't think you watch TikTok. I'm looking at it all. I see when you be stealing from me. I just don't say nothing. But it's all good. I'm going to find a way to get this money by tomorrow. I'm going to find a way, honey. I might be coming to a poll near you. Do you hear me? Thank you, Kia Soul. She said, thank you for the super chat. Please do more Throwback Thursday of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I need the episode with the fake doctor and card party. Y'all seen her? Remember when Nene came in there looking to the side? I know you. I'll be back. Nene gone, child. The Truth, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. The Bachelor, please. The second Black Bachelor, please review it. When does that come up? The Bachelor got a lot. They be showing like 15 episodes a week, don't they? The Bachelor have a lot of episodes. Or is it just me? I don't know. I'm going to look into it, y'all. I'm going to look into it. Misha, you should give yourself a pat on the back for surviving YouTube with no mods. You go, girl. Thank you, Sunshine. Yeah, you know what? I feel like if you create a space where people respect you and they respect each other, you don't really need mods. You know, I feel like that's sometimes when it gets messy, people follow suit. And then sometimes if you're very opinionated, people think they can come over and play in your face. And that's also when you need mods. Because it's like, why are you coming over here trying to debate me every week? Why don't you go away? I'll get your own channel, child. Goodbye. But yeah, it does seem like a huge feat when you don't have mods. But I think I like it organic. Honey, shout out to Nene. Anywho, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this thing up because it is a school night, and I'm gonna go see what else I can get into. Be on the lookout for Sunday's reviews. Also, I may drop something on Saturday. I've been working on it, but I have to make sure that it's not like my regular content, so I have to make sure it's really good. Also, there will be a story time on Patreon on Friday. Okay, which is tomorrow, because baby, this lady tried me, honey. So there will be a story time on over there on Friday. And whatever, I bothered y'all all day today, honey, from 11 a.m. to it was a video every hour on the hour from 11 a.m. to I think about like 3:30. All the content was coming out all at once. Plus, I have the content over here. And since I don't sleep, what more do I have to do besides the content? Anywho, if you have not checked out Patreon, I do have 3 tiers. I have $1, $3, and $5. I'm not trying to break the bank. And soon I may change my prices, but for now, it's what it is. So if you want to join Patreon, just go to patreon.com and search Misha IMO, and you should be able to find it there. Anywho, thank y'all so much for joining me for this live. I had a good time as always. I always enjoy when we get together and talk about Married at First Sight. Next week should be the big one. If it ain't the big one, that child, when I tell y'all I'm gonna go off, show us the mess. Who is messing around? We already done got down to the bottom of it. Let's just get into it. We only have like maybe 3 episodes left before the reunion. So let's get into it if we're gonna get into it, y'all. This is crazy. Angie said, tell those TikTokers I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Yeah, gonna steal my. And I'm talking about it. They ain't just steal like me saying, oh, David's hair is long. I'm talking about they stole verbatim. Like if I say, David had on the tightest shirt that he could find when he went to see Michelle, they went into detail. And you know how I always like give a little story behind what I'm saying? Like I'll say, because one time my grandmother had told me they stole all of that and put it on TikTok, baby, and was sitting up just so proud. And the comments were like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. You're right. She did say that. And I'm listening. And at first I thought I was being crazy. So I called in my son, okay, because he is the reinforcement. I said, baby, look at this. He looked at it. He said, mommy, that's your review. Okay, that's all I needed to know. And on that note, you're a thief. Anywho, thank y'all for joining me. And I will catch y'all on the flip side. And as always, also, thank you for the super chats. I appreciate y'all, honey. It's going to the attorney. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for hanging out with me. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all.